Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Alright. So, still have snow flurries right now. Overnight, if I had to guess, I would say we ended up with, I don't know, maybe 2 inches of snow, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the panels were covered again, and I just cleaned them back off. The sun is trying to kick in and out here, but I cleaned them back off, and the snow that was on there had slid down. So I would say maybe 2 inches. They said we would get between 2 and 8, and then, you know, like I said, it is obviously still snowing, even though it's just a light snow at the moment. I know a lot of people are dealing with power outages. They are dealing with cold temperatures, and obviously a lot more snow than this, and so we're just going to have a very low-key day here at the homestead. I have the generator on right now. I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you something with that. Look how dark it is over there. There's definitely snow kicking in over there, and I think we might have some more stuff coming in. I don't know yet, but so this morning what ended up happening was so I explained a little bit the other day, and people say, what's the drain on the batteries? The cold is the biggest drain on the batteries, guys. So that causes a ton of problems trying to charge your batteries, or trying to keep them from discharging too fast. If it gets too cold in there, then that's what happens. So I told you I put a propane tank in there, and I'll show you, we're going to go in there in a second, and I'll show you how everything looks with that in there, and we'll check the temperature as well, and we'll see where the batteries are charged at. So this morning, batteries went right to 0, and so it was about 8 o'clock this morning, and so what I ended up having to do is, I'm like, oh crap, okay. So I got up. I have 3 batteries. I have 2 connected at all times, and I have 1 battery as a backup. If the batteries drain all the way off, it shuts the entire system down. The system has to be rebooted. So I have to disconnect 1 of the 2 batteries. Look at this wind there blowing the little snow devil there going. I disconnect 1 of them. I'll plug the other one in, and that battery obviously has juice in it, so it boots the system back on. Then I start the generator. It starts to charge the batteries. In the beginning, it takes forever if the battery's all the way down and it's cold in there. So the one mistake I made today was I didn't start the heat in there right away. So after 2 hours of running the generator, the batteries were only at 34%. And I'm like, oh, you're an idiot. And so I turned the heat on in there, and within less than an hour, we're back up over, I think last I looked, it was at 61%. So we're going to go in there, we're going to look and see where it's at right now. We're going to check what the temperature is. Now, before I turn the heat on, in the battery room, it was 44 degrees, okay? So, and I'll show you how I'm doing the setup with the propane in there. So, but like I said, the sun is in and out, so when the sun is out, we're obviously getting juice in that way as well. So that's not a bad thing. There she is, good girl, good girl. Chickens are doing well. Let them out this morning. I'm keeping, if you can see, the plastic is covering the whole door. Tomorrow is supposed to be ridiculously cold, absolutely ridiculously cold. So I definitely want to make sure that we keep everything squared away. Everything's going to be, we're going to keep them. It's much warmer in there where they're at. The water did not freeze overnight, so that was definitely a good thing. And so, and then Sandy's tent over here, I just went in and banged off all the snow off of her tent. So she had called me and said, hey, could you get the snow off of my tent? And I said, sure. Now on the front part here, we'll walk over here real quick and I'll show you. before it had turned to all snow, there must have been some rain as well, because you can see here a little bit of ice. If you see that there, that was sitting down in this area. And actually you can see actually we could just do this. Look at where she's at. Yeah, there's a big old chunk of ice right there. Get that ice. Get that ice. So got all that off of there, and so that's good to go now. All right, let's take to remind you guys, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So I would encourage you all to join me then, and we will have a good discussion, and we will I'll figure out what we're going to talk about here in a bit. But so we're going to walk over here right now, and I will show you how I have this set up. It is so nice and toasty warm in here right now. So first off, we're going to check the temperature in here. Right now, it is now 70 degrees in the battery room. So vastly improved from, let's see, that's not, I'm going to kick that on here. Oh, it's on, okay. So I just looked a little while ago. It was at 61. It is now up to 79%. It's jamming since the room is warmer. Isn't that crazy? But that makes all the difference in the world. So, yep, 79%. Awesome. And it's still saying charging. Beautiful. So, yeah. So that's good. So hopefully, let me show you the setup here. So I have this. You can see it's facing the door. It's not close to that side or this side, so the heat's just hitting the door and going up, melting nothing otherwise than that. And so, but yeah, the battery room now is 72 degrees, so that's a huge difference. Again, probably the sun on the panels is making a little bit of a difference as well, which is not a bad thing. But so that's where we're at. That's what we're dealing with. Like I said, it's going to be a low-key day here at the homestead. Get these batteries topped off. So like I said, now in that short period of time, probably within a half an hour, I went from 34% to 79%, just because I heated up the battery room. So I probably could have run, if I had heated up the battery room first and then started the generator and did that, probably 2 hours and I would have been topped out. And usually it, so how long does the charge last? And again, it depends on how cold it is. So we were into the 20s. I mean, it's only like 23 degrees right now. So I don't know if we got down into the teens last night or not, but it was definitely colder. So that's going to affect the draw on the batteries. So because of that, let's see, I checked yesterday at like 5 o'clock and the batteries were at 86%, and then it went off at 8 o'clock this morning. So, you know, that was about 13 hours, and like I said, the weather is the biggest factor. So, all right, guys, so that is that. You can see starting to slide off the pavilion, the snow there. But I'll show you, we'll look over here by Dave's. He's got his heater on in there, and so I think it's sliding off. Yeah, you can see, like with his roof, you can see the snow is not on there because it's all the heat's rising, warming up the roof, and it slid everything off. So yeah, so that's where we're at, but not horrible. Tomorrow's probably going to be the coldest, and I think Sunday night's going to be pretty cold as well, and then it's supposed to start warming up. And then by midweek, I think we're going to have rain. And this will, I'll tell you, all the snow that you see here, I would say if we get the weather that they're predicting, which, you know, you never know with that, that by the end of next week, all this will be gone. And it'll look like nothing ever happened. But so in the meantime, we just have to deal with it and be careful when we go out. Obviously, I'm still parking up in the upper meadow, and so I'll walk in and out when I have to leave, and we'll go from there. But be safe, everybody. Take care of your families. There's, like I said, there's a lot of people around the country that said these storms, it's affecting like 100 million people, which is 1/3 of the people in the country, basically. I think we got, what, 330 million or something like that. So we, definitely have to take care of our business. So be safe. Don't get out there and get frostbite. So winds are supposed to pick up here as well. So just one of those things, and we deal with it, and we just kind of take care of our, like I said, I'm okay with being, if you want to call it, snowed in. I'm not really technically snowed in, but I just really don't have a desire to go out anywhere anyway because it is so miserable. So be safe. I will see you all later. Remember, folks, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is going to be you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I will see you all tonight at 8 p.m. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.